Hi everyone, I'm Meredith and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm so excited that you found me, and if you're returning, I'm so grateful you've decided to come back and watch more. I love all things luxury. I love luxury shoes, I love luxury handbags, luxury lifestyle and vlogging, and if they're things that appeal to you, I hope you'll do me a massive favor and hit that subscribe button down below. Hitting that subscribe button costs you absolutely nothing and means so much to me, so I hope you'll help me out. Today is a Louis Vuitton vintage unboxing. They're always my favorites. I love a good vintage unboxing. As much as I love all the new things I buy, the vintage pieces are the ones that make my heart sing. They make me happy. They bring back all the nostalgia from that period of time. Yeah, I'm happy to be 44 and buying things from 20 years ago. That's what makes me happy. So we've got two pieces that I've just recently picked up on the resale market and two pieces that have come back from Louis Vuitton that I wanted to show you. I will do a quick housekeeping. My vlog sale is going up on the 5th of July at 7 AM Australian Eastern Standard Time for anyone who is interested. If you don't know what time that is where you are, just set your world clock. That's what I do on my iPhone. I have my world clock set to several times. I've got the UK because I want to talk to my friends in the UK. I need to know what time it is there. I've got several parts of the US because I've got friends in a few different places in the US, so I'll set those times. So yeah, that's how I work out where everybody is. So if you want to know when it's going to be 7 AM in Sydney, then just set your world clock to Sydney and it'll tell you, and you guys can set alarms and to remind you. And obviously I'll do alarms and like countdowns on my Instagram page if you're following me over there, and I will put something up on my community tab on YouTube as well to remind you guys it is coming up. It's a particularly big sale, so just be aware of that. So that's coming. And then I wanted to know, I wanted to get some feedback from you guys about what else you might like to see on my channel. So it's June, obviously it's June here. It's June everywhere, Meredith. It's June everywhere in the world. So it's June in Australia, and for us, the end of the financial year is coming. So our financial year runs 1st of July to the 30th of June. Calendar year obviously runs January to December, but a financial year in Australia means on the 1st of July all your taxes and everything is due. Like, you've got a few months to submit them or whatever, but it's the start of the financial year. So coming into the 30th of June, we have massive end of financial year sales, or EOFIS as we like to call it. It's the EOFIS sale, and everything is on sale, and I have spent so much money buying clothes and shoes and fashion jewelry, and I swear to God, unless I'm going to Paris for 6 months, I've got to stop saying I'll buy that for Paris, I'll buy that for Paris, because you know what, there is no way I can possibly wear everything I've bought for Paris. But luckily it's all summer stuff and we will come into summer after Paris anyway. So I'm buying all this stuff, but it's not necessarily luxury brands. They're nice brands. I would say they're probably high street brands. But yeah, I don't know if you guys want to see it or not. Like this jumper I've recently bought from an Australian, pretty sure they're Australian, company called Dish, and I really love it. But do you guys want to see like some hauls around things that I've bought in the non-luxury realm? Or you're only interested in the luxury content? I need to know. So let me know in the comments down below if you're interested in seeing what I've bought. I've bought a heap of fashion jewelry, like bangles and different types of necklaces, because I don't have any. Everything I own is generally high-end jewelry, and I wanted some fun stuff to take to Paris and use through summer. I've had shoes that I've bought that are from non-luxury brands, but I really love. I've got a heap of clothes that I've bought. The Aritzia clientele sale's been on. I think I've placed 6 orders. I've spent so much money, it's ridiculous. So yeah, if you want to see it, let me know. I'm happy to do the content, but I don't want to bother doing the content if no one's interested in watching it, because you know, it's not luxury, and generally speaking, that's what this channel is about. So if you only want me for my luxury content, then that's all I'll give you. That's fine. All right, let's get into this stuff. So we'll do the ones that came back first. So there's 2 boxes in here, and Peter has been kind enough to give me the boxes and wrap it all up nice. So let's get this one out. in there. So I keep talking about these. I have these in all my bags, and they've given me one. These are the silica gel packets. Like, I buy these all the time and I have them in all my bags just to soak up any moisture in the air so they don't go moldy. So I'll put that in a bag. All right. So, oh, and they gave me a dust bag as well. They always give me a dust bag. So this has come back. So this is a bracelet. Has been confirmed by Louis Vuitton that it is a bracelet, although I find it so strange that it's a bracelet, but it's got this little thing where you can put something in it, but they tell me that's what it was, so we'll go with that. And I got this as a bonus with a different bag that I had bought, and yeah, it's cool, but they just replaced the little bow on it because it was looking a bit sad and tired, so they were kind enough to take that and put the bow on it for me. And then let's see if it actually fits my wrist, because it is tiny. Oh yeah, it's gonna fit. So oh, fits easy actually. So you just wear it like that. So it's a cute little bracelet. So that came back. I think that was probably a fairly easy one for them. They just had to make the little bow and put it on there. So that is now back from the Murakami, the original Murakami collection. So we'll put that over there, my little silica packet. And then this is the other one that has come back. There are still a few out there. They've had my feeder for 18 months now. And they've got obviously my new PM one as well. So goodness only knows how long they will be. But yeah, some of the bags are definitely taking longer than some of the others. These ones were pretty quick. So dust bag again. Thank you, Peter, for always giving me a dust bag. And we have the pochette accessoire in the cherries. So Winnie from Winnie BLV swapped me. Yeah, it was a swap, wasn't it, Winnie? Swapped me for this because it was the last piece from the cherries collection I needed, and she had it, so she was kind enough to swap it for me. So it went off. It has had new VVN replaced on it and a new zip put on it, some new hardware, and we have another silica packet. It's so funny. It's the first time I've ever gotten silica packets. It was already clean on the inside, but they did replace the strap for me. So that has now all come back. Cherries are looking very happy and very loved. They didn't touch them up or replace them or anything. So fixing the cherries has never been something that Louis Vuitton has been willing to do. I have the pochette for the bucket bag and the cherries are worse for wear on that. And I've asked before and they've said no. But I feel that there might be some shift happening there. So I'll let you guys know if they change their mind and they do actually let me get the cherries repainted on them. Yeah, so far the answer is still no, but I can kind of feel that there's a shift with that. So we'll certainly see going forward if that's something that they decide to do, and if they open it up to everyone or if they only open it up to certain clients to do, to kind of breathe life back into some of these poor little cherries that look worse for wear. These ones are still really, really good. But so they're the two pieces that came back. You can see that they were really quick and easy fixes, so that's why they were so quick. The more work you need done to something, so the more leather you need replaced or the more hardware you need replaced, the longer it takes, and also the more specific those parts are. So like my fader has a very big buckle on the front and straps that are very particular to that bag, so they don't produce them anymore. So when they run out of those parts, they have to decide if they're going to reproduce those parts, and for the most part they will if you're willing to wait, and I am willing to wait. So but it can take forever. So at the moment we're at 18 months for one of my bags. It could be years yet, so I just don't know. I'm hopeful that the more people do it, the more parts they will produce, which will cut down on that time. But yeah, I know that there are still a lot of you who go into Louis Vuitton and you're told that you can't do replacement parts, that you can't do the leather. Push back on that. They have a repairs department for a reason, and just because that sales associate doesn't want to do the work doesn't mean you should suffer. So push back on that. No, I want this done. You have a repairs department. I'm happy to pay for it. who else do I need to speak to if you won't do it? Because I know you have a repairs department. I know you do this. So yeah, and I've also heard conflicting reports around costs. So I'm getting a cost and someone else is getting a cost somewhere else, and it seems to be almost double what I'm getting. And I'm like, that's not right. I don't understand how that works. I don't get a discounted rate. Please don't think that. Not because I'm a VIP doesn't mean I get anything for free or discounted. So that's not the case. I just have questions around how they're quoting it, and are they trying to quote you out of doing it because they don't want to do it. So always push back. Okay, let's get into the 2 new pieces that I got. So both of these came from Japan from my fabulous friend Una, who's Vintage Lover 83 over on Instagram. I'll link her down below. She's been selling off some of her collection lately. Her collection mainly focuses around Fendi baguettes. She has an absolute joy of Fendi baguettes and vintage Fendi baguettes, but she will often have pieces from other houses come up. She finds great bargains, so make sure you're following her over on Instagram if you do love vintage pieces. But she got both of these pieces for me knowing that I wanted them. And one of them is actually from her collection because she was selling it off. So the first one is only in a little box that we have. Doesn't come with a dust bag, I don't think, but as you can see, I get dust bags when these come back anyway. So we have, yay, the HL Speedy in the original Murakami in the black. So I have the white, which I've had for a little while now, and the VVN was all replaced on this one, and you can see how the difference in color in those two. So I've had this one for a little while now, a couple of years, and I've been on the hunt for the black. So the black is somewhat harder to find. These are stupid expensive on the resale market. Like, I've always looked at the price and gone, why is that so expensive? Because I can get a much bigger Murakami piece, original Murakami piece, for so much less. But these have just got such a cult following. They're teeny tiny. They were so cheap at the time. I wish I'd bought them both, but I didn't have the money for that when they came out. But they're just so cute. So I've seen these go for up to $5,000. This was not $5,000. I want to say it was not quite 2 I paid for it. But I've seen them advertised for up to like $5,000, $6,000, which I think is insanity for something this small and this vintage. So the print on this is in amazing condition. There's no chipping, there's no cracking. Yes, the VVN is quite dark. I could leave it, I won't. I'll get it replaced so it matches the other one. The inside is the Alcantara, is that right? Do I say that right? In the beige color. But it's just a beautiful, beautiful piece. And it was one that came up and Una sent it to me. And I texted back straight away and went, is that price right? And she's like, yes. I said, well, I'll take it if you can get it at that price. She's like, I've already bought it. Like, even if you didn't want it, I was going to sell it because I was going to buy it and then on sell it because it was such a good price. So yeah, she'd already grabbed it ahead of time, but was kind enough to give it to me anyway, like to let me buy it from her for that price. So it's just such a cute bag. So I'm super happy to have both the black and the white now, because those of you who have been here for a while know I desperately want to have the black and the white in all the bags that I collect. That the original Murakami collection is one that I work on all the pieces. I want all the pieces eventually. So yeah, super happy to have the HL Speedy finally back. I think this will be one that goes to repairs and comes back pretty quickly because they make all these pieces still for the current Speedies, for the Nano Speedies. So this should be a quick turnaround for me. So that's the first one that Una got for me. The second one comes from Una's personal collection. So Una has recently bought vintage watches, and I will admit that she sends me pictures and I'm like, maybe I want a vintage watch now. Just such bad influence on me, but such a lovely person. But so she's like, I need to sell some of the things out of my collection to pay for these watches that I have just bought. I'm getting rid of this piece. Do you want it? And I was like, yes, I do. I want it, because it's been something that I've had on my radar for a while. I just haven't got around to buying it, and I knew that hers was in really good condition and she took really good care of hers. So let's get it out. So it looks like this original Louis Vuitton dust bag, which is great. And we have the green Sprouse Speedy 30. these 30s or are they 35s? I think they're 30s. So the green. So I have the pink. Yes, this is pink. It tends to throw orange on camera. My pink Stephen Sprouse Neverfull is much more highlighter pink, whereas this is a duller pink and it comes up orange on screen. It is pink, but I don't like orange. They do it in orange as well. But the green I have in the Neverfull, and I really needed the Speedy. So the only other Stephen Sprouse piece I want, I'm not collecting all the Stephen Sprouse pieces. I don't feel the need. I'm not fussed on the orange. I'm not fussed on the khaki. I don't really need the white. It was just the pink and the green that really I loved. So the only other piece that I would look to add to my Stephen Sprouse collection, making it 5 pieces. 5 pieces? I don't have a pochette accessoire. Sorry, I had a moment of, do I own a pochette accessoire? No, I don't. The only other piece I would look to really add would be a keep all in the pink. But they're stupid expensive on the resale market. Like, I've seen them going for $10,000 and I'm like, absolutely not am I buying a Stephen Sprouse keep all vintage for $10,000. I would pay maybe 6, but 10's a bridge too far for me. But I'm happy to have the 2 Speedies and the 2 Neverfulls, especially because the Neverfull's a GM and I love the GM Neverfull. So this is from Una's personal collection. It is in fabulous condition. It has no wear on the print on it. The handles are still in great condition. I'll probably get them replaced anyway, just to keep it in line with this one, which has had its done. Open it up. Oh, she's stuffed it for me. Out. And the inside is completely clean. So these are beautiful, beautiful vintage pieces that she's managed to get for me. It does have the original lock and key that came with it. It also has the original little booklet that we used to get with it, which is great. So these 2 pieces, the HL Speedy, it's not a nano, and this Speedy will both go off to Louis Vuitton for a holiday and come back. I will assume that they will both go pretty quickly and come back pretty quickly because these pieces are still being produced, so they'll be super easy for them to fix and swap out. So they are the 2 new vintage pieces that I got from Louis Vuitton. Thank you, Una. I am so appreciative of you for helping me get these pieces. And the 2 that came back from Louis Vuitton, thank you to Winnie for swapping me for the pochette accessoire, which I love. If you've liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. It means a lot to a content creator when you hit that subscribe button. Please also hit the little bell notification so you know when I upload videos, which is usually twice a week. I'll also throw up my Instagram handle for you so you can follow me over there. I put lots up in real time, lots around my collection and my day-to-day life, so please come follow me over there. I hope wherever you are in the world today, you are having a fabulous day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.